Hello everyone, welcome to Learning XML with Heta Parekh. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. Markup means methodology to encode data with some information. The sole purpose of designing XML was to store data, exchange data, and carry the data. Its purpose was never to display data, unlike HTML. If we compare XML with HTML, then we would see that XML tags are not predefined. Like we have predefined tags in HTML. Here in XML, we have to define our own tags. XML tags are self-descriptive, and we have to keep in mind that XML is not a replacement of HTML. One thing I would like to share with you all is that XML and HTML both are derived from SGML, that is Standard Generalized Markup Language. Now we will see where XML is used, in which applications XML can be used. Today there are thousands of XML formats that exist. It has been applied in medical data, stocks and shares, mathematical data, news information, weather services, chemical markup language have been created using XML, and extensible business reporting language is also created using XML. XML is the acronym for Extensible Markup Language. So extensible means we can create new things out of XML. That is, we can create new languages entirely using XML. If we see this example, this is an chemical markup language that has been created using XML. One more example here on the screen is a mathematical language that has been derived using XML. As I said earlier, XML and HTML are derived from SGML. So they are designed with different goals. Why there is a need of two languages? Because both the languages have their own goals, different design goals. XML was designed to transport and store data, and it was more focused on data, whereas HTML was designed to display data. Here the focus was on how the data looks. If we see the tags of HTML, they are like I, B, pre-tag, or we can also add HR. So all these tags would rather tell us that how this data has to be shown. If I say I tag, that means the data has to be shown in italics. If I say B tag, then it means that the browser will display it into bold, right? It is so HTML is more about displaying information, whereas XML is about carrying information. If we see the structure of XML versus HTML, HTML is more of automatic presentation of data. So now here is what I was saying. Like if you have a B tag, we know that it will display it in bold. Whereas if you see an XML file, we have an employee tag. Inside that we have a name tag. Then we have first name, last name. So when we read the tags of XML, it is automatic interpretation of data. We have HTML as more popular markup language because there are a defined set of tags that are there for use, available for use, and it is designed for presentation of data. Strengths of HTML, if we look, then it is easy to implement, and small number of tags are there. Simple relations are there between the tags, and the syntax checking is very forgiving, in the sense that if you even make mistake, like if you forget an end tag, it might not give you an error. It will probably not display the output as expected. HTML is way easier to use. Weaknesses of HTML, again, fixed set of tags makes it not extensible like XML. So it is not user extensible, and predefined semantics of each tag is given to us. Like we can say B means bold, I means italics. So the meaning of each tag is already defined for us. There is no formal validation. It does not support semantic searching. Say for example, if I have an HTML page which contains students' data, then it does not support searching of students' data who are failing. But whereas in XML that is possible. It is based solely on appearance, that is rendering of the page, not on the content. And it will not be useful while we work on complex documents. So HTML is not suited for handling large and complex data. Data must be used in different ways. Data for long life cycle, again HTML won't do. Hence the need of XML arises. So we can say that we need some language which focuses more on data. XML can separate data from HTML. That is the key why we need XML. We cannot write a program to figure out from a document which piece of information relates to the person's first name from an HTML document. But that can be done using XML. So we would just move on and we will discuss why it is extensible. Because we have full control over the creation of XML document. We can shape the data in any way we wish. We are free to structure the same data in different ways. And HTML on the other hand is not extensible because you cannot add to the language. Let us discuss the features of XML that we have seen. XML can store and organize any kind of information and in any form that we need. It is an open standard. XML is not tied to any fortunes of a single company. Okay, we can use it freely and we can add information as we want and structure it. Okay, XML offers many ways to check the quality of the document with rules of syntax, interlink checking, comparison to document models. We are going to learn that in the next sessions. And it is very easy to read and parse by human and programs also. XML is easily combined with style sheets to create formatted documents in any way or any style you want. So these are the main features of XML. Hope you liked the video and see you next time. Thank you.